I strongly believe that investment in AI ML infrastructure will continue to exceed expectations. And the real reason is a lot of these, there was an assumption that there would be a plateau in the capabilities of these models, that basically we're going to run out of human generated data. I now believe that a lot of these models will be trained more on synthetic data than they will be on human created data. It'll be a mixture, but we're starting to see that synthetic data generated by an existing model. So you can generate synthetic data from GPT-4, use it to train a new model. That concept is something that will require a large amount of compute because you can generate almost an infinite amount of synthetic data. So I do believe that as we train larger and larger models, we're going to need more compute. And also, as more and more applications require inference, we're going to need more and more GPUs as well. So I continue to believe that there will be significant infrastructure investment, not to mention that the comp that a lot of people are making is that slide from the Co2 deck that talks about, oh, NVIDIA is like this era Cisco. I don't really think that's the case because I think that the compute requirements are going to be exponential. They're not going to be linear. And so you're going to see even more investment by a lot of these companies in that. As far as power, that's where the innovation actually needs to happen next, right? We got to figure out a way to have renewable sources of energy. We have to figure out how to scale those renewable sources of energy. What's interesting is that a lot of work was already done for this with crypto mining, is that you've seen companies like Hut 8 or companies like CoreWeave that sort of built power infrastructure or built co-locations near renewable sources of energy. Like Hut 8 has large infrastructure near Niagara Falls, right? That's a renewable source of energy that is quite large. And so we're going to start to see more and more innovations. Where we sort of have a challenge is going to be storage of that power and how battery efficiency ends up becoming a more looked at problem over time. And that may end up being what turns Tesla from a auto company into a power company. And so that could be the bull case on Tesla. But it's going to have to be a significant investment increase in renewable sources. We won't be able to do it through non-renewable sources, I don't think, and scale it fast enough to fit the needs of the hardware infrastructure.